Hi, it's Nicole Lewis-Keeber. I'm the founder of Nicole Lewis-Keeber Coaching, and I am here to offer you a video series on some of the money mindset tricks and tips that I use with my clients. Kind of like a money mindset 101, if you want to call it that. So for the past 4 years, I have been working really hard with my clients to really help them transform their money mindset. Dive underneath the surface and see, hey, what is going on with my money? What kind of mindset do I have around it? And how can I change that so I can make more money in my business and have more ease? And in this transformational wealth program I have for them, they go deep. We go deep and we look at, you know, um, patterns of behavior. We look at their past. We look at how all those things really show up in their business. But it doesn't always have to be that deep initially. There are some things that you can do right now to begin to change your money mindset and therefore change some of the patterns of behavior that you have in your business so that you can begin to get some traction and begin to have more ease and earn more money. And so that is what this video series is going to be about. So we're going to start with tip 1. In this video, what I'm going to talk to you about is how to identify what your money story might be. Okay? So everything that we experience as kids, it informs who we are as adults. What sports team we like, whether we like a sports team or not, what our language is around money, the food we eat, it just is part of who we are as humans. And so those experiences as a kid really do impact how we see ourselves in the world, and particularly how we see ourselves in our relationship to money. So what I want you to do in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the ways that you can begin to look at what was my family's story around money. So I can begin to see what my story is now and how much of that is impacting where I'm moving in my business and in my money mindset now. So there's a couple of ways that you can do this. The very first thing that you can do is start to think about it. As you're a kid, picture yourself at like 7 or 10. What are some of the behaviors around money that your parents are exhibiting? What are some of the conversations they're having? What is some of the language that you're hearing about money? Like, I don't know about you, but my dad would always say, unless you have a rich uncle who died, we can't afford that, So what was your money story, your family story? We are blue collar. We are poor. We're working class. That's my husband's English, and having a working class background is very much a part of their identity. We're wealthy. So look at your family and start to remember, and you can even ask them now if you want to, what their relationship with money and kind of like what their thoughts are about it. And start to pick apart the pieces of what is my family story? Who were we in relation to money? What was the overall pattern around money? Was there an abundance mindset? Did we have language around, scarcity and that we can't afford things? Just start to kind of think about what was that story that your family told you about money? Identity, what you do with it, who we are in it, and also what they think about people who do have money. Okay? Because one of the most important things for us as human beings is to be with our people, that tribe of origin. And anytime, and so that becomes a part of our role and our identity. There's that working class, that poor, we're middle class. And anytime one person wants to kind of scramble out of that money story and say, you know what, I think I could have more, or I think I could do it differently, or I don't want a paycheck from an employer, I want to make my own money. What that does is you're trying to have your new and your own money story, and it bumps up against what you've been taught with your family and their thoughts, feelings about who you are and how your money starts to bump up against you. So it's very important that you identify what was my family's story around money, what is my story now around money, and how closely does it align with what my family's was, and is that going to work for me now and what I'm doing in my life and in my business? And then ask yourself, what money story do I want to have? And what steps would I need to take in order to get there? What would that look like? What would that feel like? And how could I really embody that and own that in my own personal relationship with money and in my business? So, in this first video, we have talked about one of the very first things that you can do, the first steps in order for you to begin to change your money mindset, and that is to look at your family story around money, see if it's serving you now, and then decide what money story you're going to create for yourself. This is Nicole Lewis-Keeber with Nicole Lewis-Keeber Coaching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did, or if you have any questions, just hit reply and I'll be happy to answer them. In our next video, we're going to talk about the language of money. I'll see you there.